This is what people think when I say I'm a fashion designer. Shit's about to...
Hey everyone, we just received our new safety cow, and just like you guys, we were wondering if it had the same effect as our kitty. So we tested it out on an apple, and it pretty much had the same effect. What other fruits would you guys like to see?
I could help you cross the street.
No.
I could help you cross your yard.
No.
I could help you cross your porch.
No.
Well, I gotta help you cross something.
Tens of thousands on my right, thousands by my side. War between good and evil, watching our fists collide. Battle for our freedom now, to the streets we ride. Flags waving all around, pages full of pride. This is where we make a stand, no more give or take. March around the Capitol, storm the city gates. Putting pressure on their necks until the truth breaks. All walls of corruption, take out all the snakes. Star Spangled Banner, got it playing loud and proud. People from all walks of life filling up the crowd. Defend the Constitution, many warriors have vowed. Casting down any among us who have bucked and cowed. Enough with tyranny, we come to take our country back. For all citizens, white, red, brown, or black. Return her to a form of glory, fix the bloody crack on the crown. Fetch it down, it's going down.
Story time about how my friend in high school tried to sell me to pedophiles. So I was 14, it was my freshman year, and me and this girl, let's call her Elizabeth, had been friends for about 5 years. Elizabeth kept bragging about this 17-year-old boyfriend that went to a different school, and every weekend she would try to get me to come to the movies with them so I could meet him. But my parents were pretty strict, so most weekends they said no. But finally, one weekend they said yes. It was a Friday night, and Elizabeth wanted me to walk to the movie theaters to meet her. My dad said no to that. He drove me instead, and he wanted to make sure that Elizabeth and the boyfriend were waiting outside so he could make sure I was there safely. And it's a good thing he did, because when we pulled up, Elizabeth wasn't with the 17-year-old boyfriend she had showed me. She was standing there with two 30-year-old men, like for a part 2. Alright, part 2 of my friend trying to sell me to a pedophile in high school. So originally, my dad thought that I was in on this and me and Elizabeth were like meeting up with older guys, and he was really mad at me. I had no idea what was going on, but at first he didn't believe me. So I texted Elizabeth, I asked her what was going on and where her boyfriend was, and she just kept telling me that I wasn't supposed to be here with my dad, I was supposed to have walked, and my dad should go home. At this point, my dad thought I was lying to him, and he grounded me, and he took me home straight away. I didn't even get out of the car. So I spent the whole night texting Elizabeth, and I told her that I saw her with the two 30-year-old men and that I didn't know who they were, and that my dad took me home because I got grounded. And she was really mad at me, and I couldn't understand why she was so mad at me because, I was 14, so I didn't really understand anything. And finally, she just told me that we would talk about it on Monday at school, like for part 3. Alright, part 3 of my friend trying to sell me to pedophiles in high school. So my dad realized I wasn't lying and got Elizabeth's parents involved, and her parents pretty much denied everything and told us that those two older guys were the boyfriend's older brothers. And then my dad pretty much told me to stay away from her, but that Monday at school, I went in and I talked to her, and she was still super mad at me, and I eventually found out that the whole thing was her idea. She told her boyfriend's older brothers that if they paid her $100 each, she would set them up with one of her friends, and that friend happened to be me. And my parents tried to get the police and the school involved, and they pretty much did nothing because there was no proof, and her parents were denying everything. And then my dad didn't let me go out by myself until I was 18. The end.
My sister wanted me to make a special candy container for her, So I started by adding some of our original chamoy to the bottom of the container. Then I got some of our chamoy gushers and sour belts. This is the sour rainbow belts, and I started wrapping the chamoy gusher in the belt. I did this over and over until I filled the bottom of the container. And I did use different sour belts. This is the watermelon sour belt, and I also used the strawberry sour belt. It took about 10 rolls to cover the bottom of the container, and it took a while because every single one I wrapped a gusher. The reason I added the chamoy at the bottom is because I thought it would just give it that extra touch to every single roll. Once I filled up the bottom, I drizzled some of our original chamoy and added some more sour belts. And here I did add the blue raspberry. And I did put some extra chamoy gushers at the top, and this is the final look.
So a question that I see repeatedly in my comments and my DMs is what comes with the self-defense keychain. So every keychain comes with a wristlet. This one just so happens to be one of the handmade ones. It comes with the chapstick holder. It comes with this LED light / safety alarm. So you press this button, and this is the LED light. This is the speaker, and I will show you how to use the alarm. It comes with this window breaker and self-defense tool in one. I cannot demonstrate because I posted it before and TikTok took it down for violence. It comes with a pepper spray that locks and unlocks. And then it just comes with a cute pom-pom just to make the whole keychain look put together.
Hi guys, so I've been uploading consistently for more than a month on all my social media platforms trying to get my small business out there. I still have yet to get any orders, and I'm not blaming anybody, I just know I haven't gotten enough recognition to get orders yet. So for anyone watching this video, even if you can't order, I would really appreciate it if you would watch the video all the way through, like, comment, copy the link, and follow me. Even if you can only do one of those things, I'd really appreciate it. I love my small business and what I do, so even if this video doesn't get as much recognition as I'd hope, I'm still gonna keep going. I also just really want to thank those of you that have followed me up to this point, because you really encourage me to keep going every day. Thank you guys for hearing me out.
Add a little bit of spice.
In the early days of Fizzy Soaps, I wasn't making any sales, and this caused me to make my soaps very cheap so people would buy. I would work hours to make a beautiful bar soap and charge low prices because without this, no one would buy my soap. And it was hard because I knew my work was worth more, but no one else thought so, and it was the only way I could make a sale. Now I know that this was a mistake, but back then it seemed like a reasonable thing to do. My advice to other small creators is to charge what you believe your product is worth, and if other people don't think so, then that's okay. Those who value your work will not cut you short.
Hey everyone, let's pack an order today. I just wanted to hop in here and say thank you to everyone for supporting us thus far. It hasn't been easy, but we are motivated to keep things going. We'll be having a huge Black Friday sale really soon, so stay tuned on our Instagram for more details. Thanks.